In this morning's Health Watch, a senior moment or a symptom of Alzheimer's. We want to wrap up our series on this devastating disease with a look at how the warning signs compare to the normal signs of aging. Our Dr. Jennifer Ashton is here to help. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Julie.
So how can you tell the difference?
Well, listen, it is completely normal to forget things from time to time. We do that almost on a daily basis, right? You forget an appointment or something you had to do. Really, we're talking here about memory loss that interferes with your daily activities. So especially short term, you know, if you're in a conversation and someone says something, you usually lock that into your short-term memory. If you find that someone around you is repeating that question in the same conversation, that can be an early sign.
Okay, what if someone forgets like the day of the week? Like I find I'm like, it's today Wednesday, Friday.
That's right. Also very common. Usually, though, you can get command of that fact when you think about it. You'll remember it later. But losing track of general dates and seasons, not normal. And again, that can be something that is subtle, but if you find you're getting it, you want to get evaluated sooner than later.
What about, I can't find my car keys. I don't know where I put my glasses.
Right.
I can't find this or that.
Just because you misplace your car keys or the remote for the TV, again, not something that would typically trigger a thought that you're progressing to Alzheimer's. That is normal. It's part of our daily hectic life. But if you find that you cannot retrace your steps, that's something that leaves the normal realm and goes into something that could potentially be a sign of Alzheimer's. The other thing, Julie, that we hear again and again is if you find that you're putting those things, or the person around you is putting those objects in strange places. So if you find a toothbrush or hairdryer in your car, the keys in the refrigerator, not normal.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, what about a lot of times people with Alzheimer's, they struggle with speaking. They can't find the right word, or they can't, you know, remember. Right. What is the word for that?
And exactly, you know, that can be very common in the course of a normal day for anyone. We're busy, we're speaking quickly, we're multitasking, doing a lot of things. This is a little more subtle, Julie. We're talking about if I'm speaking to you and I don't remember what this is called, and I say to you, give me that thing you're holding in your hand, or instead of saying something's a watch, you call it a wrist clock. That's a little more subtle. So forgetting words in speaking and in written language, that can be an early sign.
Are there other early warning signs we haven't talked about that we should know about?
They're subtle, Julie. Talking about changes in judgment or withdrawing from work or your social life, those can be things that you might not necessarily notice in yourself, but you might notice it in other people. And really the key here is see someone early. You want to get evaluated by a doctor, whether that's a neurologist, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or an internist, and they will start to run through with you some key things. When did these symptoms start? What kind of symptoms are someone having, and how often? Again, if you have one of these things once in a blue moon, not usually a problem. If they're occurring with increasing frequency, that can be a sign. And also, are they deteriorating? So are these issues staying stable, or are they getting worse? And we know that the sooner someone is evaluated for Alzheimer's, the sooner they can get intervention, some treatments, and the sooner planning can start for those around them. It's very important.
Dr. Jennifer Ashton, all good advice. Thank you so much.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.